Oh hey, welcome to my desk. Today I'm going to be drawing random words. Okay. So I was kind of struggling today to decide what to draw for this video. I do have a list, but I don't know, nothing was really speaking to me. And then I remembered this old exercise that we did in school as a warm-up, where we had to just draw random words or concepts as quickly as possible, you know. And I just thought, okay, let's try that today. We could do that together. And I found online this random word generator. And the first word that we're gonna do today, okay, is bite. Bite. Okay, I'm thinking of the noun, not the verb. And I'm gonna draw a bite taken out of an apple. And I want to do like a nice juicy looking cartoony apple with like a shiny part, you know. And I did choose this China marker today because I don't really want to get like too caught up in any details. I want it to be pretty graphic, kind of like Blue's Clues vibes. Okay. The second word that we're gonna do is separate. Separate. Okay, so I'm thinking of a grilled cheese, you know, with a nice cheese bowl. I think that could be really nice to draw. So, I'm just drawing both halves first. And I do want to make sure that we have that nice classic bread shape to start with. We'll do the cheese now. And you know, some thinner ones, some thicker ones, more wavy. And let's do the inside as well, so you can see a little bit more depth here. That looks good. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little crust here on the edge. And maybe some dots or circles to make the texture of the bread. Okay, there you go. So that was separate. Okay, word number 3. Okay, word number 3 is motivation. Motivation. Okay, the first thing that comes to my mind is like, you know, in those old cartoons with a dog has like a stake or something like tied to his head that he's chasing. So I'm gonna draw a guy with that situation. So starting just with his face. So I'm thinking of like a library or like a bookshelf. You know, the kind of thing where you put the book back where it goes, where it belongs. And I kind of want to draw it like as it's going in, you know, at an angle. hope you like this one. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions for me. I've been planning to do a Q&A video for a while, and I do have a few questions already that I've collected, but just in case there are any more, just let me know. And I will see you in the next one.